The man was just helping his sister put on a necklace. Her husband happened to see it. He mistakenly thought his wife was cheating. The next day, the woman was surprised to find out she was pregnant with twins. When she joyfully wanted to tell her husband about it, her husband coldly replied that he was busy. He then hung up the phone. But who knew that the next second, her husband appeared before her again. Seeing her husband walk straight toward his mistress, she instantly realized her husband was cheating. She wanted to run over and scold her husband, but she couldn't do that, because today was her mother-in-law's birthday party, and she had to keep the bigger picture in mind. She could only bury her anger and grievance deep inside. When she dragged her weak body to her mother-in-law's birthday party, her mother-in-law looked at her coldly. Despite this, she still prepared a bag worth millions for her mother-in-law. But her mother-in-law didn't even look at it and said it was cheap junk. She hurriedly explained to her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law still refused to believe her. She even mocked her, saying that a person of her low status had no right to be her son's daughter-in-law. At this point, her husband also spoke harshly to her. Humiliated, she resolutely decided to divorce her husband. She thought she could raise the child on her own. Just then, the mistress knocked the peace lock out of the woman's hand. She grabbed the woman's hand and jumped into the pool together. The CEO saw the mistress fall into the water and immediately jumped in to rescue her. He didn't even notice that his wife was also in the water. It was only after a guest reminded him that he rescued his wife. Seeing this, the mistress accused the woman of pushing her into the water. She also said that the woman wanted to harm the baby in her belly. The woman immediately explained, but not a single person at the scene believed her. The CEO cruelly slapped her. He threatened that if anything happened to the child in the mistress's belly, he would not spare her. The sister-in-law also suggested that her brother kick her out of the house. She even viciously pushed her to the ground. The CEO wanted to see if the woman was hurt. The mistress suddenly pretended to have a stomachache. This made the mother-in-law panic, worrying that something might happen to the baby in her belly. The CEO had to call a private doctor first. Then he scolded the woman, saying this was the last time he would forgive her. If there was a next time, he would definitely not let her off. After saying this, the CEO prepared to help the woman up. The mistress pretended to have a stomachache again, grabbing the CEO and preventing him from going to save the woman. Little did they know that the woman had already had a miscarriage at this moment. To protect the baby in her belly, the woman crawled to the doctor for help. The mother-in-law and sister-in-law thought she was just in the water. They accused her of clearly putting on an act for sympathy. The CEO, seeing this, told her to stop being unreasonable. The woman was just about to tell them about her pregnancy, when suddenly her phone rang. The CEO snatched the phone, seeing that the caller was a man. He mistakenly thought the man was his wife's lover. Angrily, he smashed the phone on the ground. At that moment, the woman was in utter despair. She never imagined that her once beloved husband could become so cold-hearted. She deeply regretted marrying the CEO, so she proposed a divorce. The CEO thought she was embarrassed and angry for divorcing for her lover. Little did he know that the lover was actually the woman's brother. The brother originally brought $1 million gift for the president's mother's birthday. He unexpectedly witnessed his sister being bullied by a scumbag. At this moment, he couldn't suppress his inner rage. He vowed to make those who bullied his sister pay a painful price.